Welcome back to my show. I'm the Beer Adventurer,
I am the El Jefe 1974.
and he brought me something cool, but there's a tiny little problem. I don't want to mispronounce any of it, so I'm going to have you mispronounce all this for me.
All right, so I brought from Chicago, from Casa Humilde Cerveceria, Media Naranja. So the medium orange. This is a pale ale with orange peel, 5.2. So we had the opportunity, myself and Big Joe, for those of you that follow the program, we had the opportunity to, Benny's Beverage Depot, which is a big alcohol chain in Chicago. They brought a bunch of brewers in from Chicago to try stuff out, and we got to sit with one of the brewers and try this out. So this is their spin pale ale with orange peel. So
Yeah.
check it out.
Well, I know some high school Spanish, and I used to hang out with a bunch of cats that spoke Spanish, and so I kind of halfway knew how to pronounce that, but I would have mispronounced all of it and butchered it. So
There's definitely some orange in there.
Oh, gosh, that tasted better than it smells. It smells good. It tastes great.
Yep. And so so what's interesting is, it has the right haze for a pale ale, right? So it's not like murky or cloudy. It's right where it needs to be. It has this beautiful, it's orange, and you get the orange peel. You definitely taste the orange
aftertaste
peel.
is crazy orange.
And it's not resinous, it's not rough. It's just is beautiful. It's exactly what's advertised. It's medium orange.
Man. Okay, because I'm tasting like orange oils. I'm tasting like orange juice and almost like an orange peel, but not the pith.
Right.
Oh.
It's so when Big Joe and I were drinking this, I said it's almost like marmalade without the annoyance of like all the bits. It's the taste of marmalade, but in a beer flavor, but it's very smooth.
But let me stress the fact that I taste beer.
Yes, it's orange. They really trade well off each other. We were very, we don't want to say shocked because for us it was a new beer that day and a new brewer. Fantastic.
Oh my gosh! I hope these guys make this year round.
I believe that's on their regular roster.
It needs to be, because this is fantastic. What's the ABV on this? Let me see if I see
It's not much. It's 5.2.
5.2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, because this has definitely got a summer vibe.
Absolutely.
I feel the summer vibe. But I would drink that all year round. There's a cleanness, but it's a very full flavor. There's a lot going on, but it's not too much. I've had some of the fruit flavored beers where they're fruit and they're not beer anymore, but it's still there's a nice pale ale. Now, don't think it's an IPA. It's a pale ale. There is a difference.
Yep.
But there's such a good orange flavor in that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like there's nothing artificial in the flavor.
No.
Nothing.
As a matter of fact, so to give you a flavor, pun intended, when we went to Benny's to try everything out, the funny part of the whole story was it was supposed to kick off at 4:30, and it's not in true Benny's fashion, but just in true first time the store was doing something like that, they didn't even get the beers out until like 5:30 because they had to chill them. Like they were a little unorganized.
Okay.
But the cool thing was, so what Big Joe and I did is we did all of our shopping first. So we like bought our regular beer, went back out to the car and came back, and then they were ready and everything was cold. This was the second beer of the day that we tried, and it was like lights out. Like we immediately just bought it off.
Oh my gosh. And if you watch the show, you know I'm happy that it's in a 16-ounce can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because 16 ounce is the correct amount of beer.
Yeah, and then this particular brewer, they've got a couple different locations in the Chicagoland area, but I think at the time, this was April, they just opened up a storefront in Greektown, and they serve food and everything with it too, and you can get all their beer, and So they're looking to really franchise it out in the Chicagoland area so that, you can go to it in different parts of the city. Like I think they have a store up north too, where you can go if you're in the northern suburbs. So,
well, no, I can see how this would go well with what they're calling street tacos right now, which is just tacos. Let's be honest.
Yep.
This would work really well with a nice taco. It'd stand up, but there's so many foods that I can see this doing just really well with. I mean,
one of the foods that, on your program, I don't think you're anti-chicken, but chicken very rarely comes up. This would be a great one with chicken, I think.
Okay, now there's something interesting because Carissa and I discussed it, and we look at most people when you say chicken, they think of just chicken breast. And chicken breast barely has any flavor unless you marinate it or season the heck out of it. So everything goes with chicken breast.
Yeah.
Now, once you start getting into, we're not too far from Nashville. You get hot chicken or buffalo wings, or you start getting real seasoned chicken as part of a meal. That most people, chicken is a very neutral meat.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we marinate and season the shit out of our chicken. So
yeah, where I was gonna go, like, granted the can's a little bit bigger, but you could work with it. This would be a beer I would try to do beer can chicken with because of the citrus.
The only thing that I will preface this, I don't beer can chicken anything with a stick-on label. This has a stick-on label. I would put this in another vessel.
Yep.
But
I agree.
He is 100% spot on. This would make an excellent steaming for. I could see a lot of recipes like cooking with this. For sure. I'm super impressed with this beer. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
Like, I have no qualms at all with this.
Very young group of brewers over there too. I think when we had the conversation, I think the person we were talking to, and unfortunately I don't have his name handy, he was only 30 and he was like the master brewer.
The only problem I have is this is my first beer from these guys, and this is going to set the bar really, really fucking high.
Yeah.
Because I almost feel like I don't know. No brewery can keep everything on the elite level. It just, not everybody likes every beer.
Yeah.
But this beer is way high for me.
And
I'm getting a point from a camera person going.
The joke in the El Jefe household is, we have the beer can chicken holders.
Yes.
But I never ever make beer can chicken with beer. I always make it with Dr. Pepper because I could never find a beer that would work with it. This would be the one that would work with it.
Yeah, I think this is stupendous.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are enjoying this video half as much as we're enjoying this beer, and we hope you are. Heck, we hope you're enjoying it as much as we're enjoying this beer. Give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it a lot, and YouTube likes that. Go ahead, consider subscribing. We do this 3 times a week. Ring the bell, you'll get it. Me and my buddies, we drink beer. Eventually, I edit them, and we put them up. Now, in the description, I will see what I can find to put down about this beer. Also, you'll find my links, social media, articles written about me and my channel, and even my merch store. Hey, these are a couple shirts that I designed. There's also stickers and all kinds of crazy stuff. Carissa likes to say there's even some shower curtains. And mouse pads. There's all kinds of things. It's a print on demand. Anything they said that I could put it on that I thought it looked cool, I did. So if you buy any of that, I'll get some money. I'll buy some more beer. Let's talk about this down there in the comments, and let's get down to it. Did you dig it? I think it's utterly fantastic.
Agreed.
Would you have it again?
Again and again and
again? I think this is great. I would love to see their distribution further. Now, its seekability. Obviously, he said they're growing. They're from the Chicagoland area. So, if you're out in California, it's going to be a bitch for you to get it. But, hey, I'm sure there's something that you can get that we can't get where we're at. It's unfortunate that way, but it's fun. That's how we do the beer adventure. Now, would it be good with food? We've discussed that. This stuff is going to be fucking dynamite. I think as good as it is right now, with food is where it's really going to break loose.
Agreed. Yeah.
So, but right now, today, at this table, on a scale of 1 pint to 10 pints, 1's the lowest, 10's the highest, just straight out of this class, this is an 8, easy.
Yeah, this is an 8 all day.
I think cooking with it or having some food with it, it's probably a 9. But just straight in this glass today, out of this cooler right over here, it is an 8. This is fantastic. I like it a lot. Well, there you have it, folks. Until your next beer adventure.
Cheers.